So let's go back a little bit and rewind back to the T.I. Boosie thing. I want to kind of go through the whole story and kind of give a little more detail here. So Boosie, he went on Vlad TV, which we do not, promote. We do not support in any way, shape, or form because he's a culture vulture. So I will not be watching the Vlad TV, but I did see the clip on somebody else's channel where Boosie was talking about it, and basically Boosie is like, yeah, T.I. snitched on his own cousin, and he was like, after that he realized he was done with T.I. Now T.I. did respond pretty quickly. He went on and did some interview with some trap podcast in the local area where he lives, and he said that basically it was sarcasm and almost like satire when he said it. And so T.I. is basically saying I wasn't really being serious when I said it. But basically what T.I. said was, me and my cousin got caught up in some gun charges, and the police offered me a deal. The police offered T.I. a deal saying, well, I don't know if it was the police. It was either the police or T.I.'s lawyer that came to him and said, we can make this whole thing go away if you say that the gun was your cousin's, whatever his name was. Now, the cousin supposedly is passed away now. He's not alive. I don't even know how that whole situation went down, but I know that's what T.I. was approached with. If you say the gun was his, the charges go away. And so T.I. says, my cousin is dead, but I had a conversation with him after he died, implying that this was some kind of spiritual, let me talk to you, cuz, in heaven. And he asked his cousin what he should do, and supposedly the cousin gave him the okay. Like, yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm dead. Blame it on me.
Yeah, I'm Stitch. Stitch.
Go ahead, man. Stitch.
Yeah, man. I mean, damn.
Stitch away.
Yeah, everything. I mean, they can't do nothing.
So that's basically the gist of what happened. And so, but T.I. is saying that he said it kind of jokingly, but I honestly don't feel like that. I don't believe you. I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe you. But I believe that you believe that you had a real conversation with your cousin and they told you, yeah, it's okay. Put it on me. If that'll help you, put it on me.
I know you aspire to be a rapper and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bars with the whole money folds and big holes.
Right.
And how y'all niggas roll.
Right.
Like y'all roll me in the casket, you know what I'm saying? You be rolling with me with the rap.
So yeah, but it's a funny thing. But also, like you said, T.I. and Boosie actually had just completed an album project together that they were trying to release. And so now Boosie's like, nah, fuck that. We're not doing that. I'm not going to be known to be with some snitch
supporting the snitch.
Right. And so, but Boosie did say that the album was fire. He said that the interviewer, I don't know, I guess it was Vlad, asked him if he thought the album was going to be better than Drake 21 Savage. And he was like, hell yeah. He was like, this album would have been way better than that. This album is just, it's all the smoke you need.
It wouldn't be, I bet they wouldn't be up there talking about some, there's something for me.
Right.
21,
Can you do something for me? I don't even get that shit.
I'm
man.
like,
you can have that.
Yo.
But, what do y'all think? You know what I mean? Let us know, because this is an interesting subject. That's basically how the whole thing unfolded. You know what I mean? I don't. That's why I said I'm kind of with Boosie on this one, because the way T.I. is, promoting this, it doesn't sound credible to me. And another thing is, if you're part of that culture where you do not snitch, the average citizen who's not in the streets, yeah, you're expected to be somebody who's going to run and tell. Of course, nobody who does a crime is going to want you to, but they're going to know that you're going to do it. So they're like, okay, it is what it is. But if you're part of the culture of what they do, they're gonna look at you like it don't matter what the fucking consequences are or the circumstances. You do not open your mouth. You know, you zip the lips and you leave it the fuck alone. So yeah, if I was in that street life, I just had to take the L. You know, sorry, I'm not talking. I'm not going to tell you who did what or what did where, when did, how it happened. None of that. You just going to have to put me in jail.
We don't want you. We want your boss.
Right.
We want your cousin.
Right. You know.
Who died of this.
Right. We want to pin it on him. You know, and that way we can let you go. And, you know, if you're a real, you know, street dude, gangster thug, whatever, it don't matter what they say. You're going to be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not pinning that on nobody else. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just going to have to go to jail. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to go to jail. It's just a code of ethics that they live by.
Yep.
So, you know, you know, that's the big question. Do you still snitch on somebody even if they're dead? You know, do you pin something on somebody just because they're dead? Is that okay? You know, that's a big question right there.
Yeah.
So I really want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments, because I think that's very interesting, man. If it were me, it would be no circumstances that I could do it. You know, being just that I'm an average citizen, I'm not in that street life. Yeah, some shit go down, I'm calling the cops.
Be like Charles White, come calling police, and I got guns for you, Nick.
Right. You know, so you know, it is what it is, man. You know, but y'all let us know. Did you have anything else you wanted to? Any opinions on that?
Yeah, like I said earlier, just, you know, I think that album's gonna leak at some point.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna.
I believe it will. I believe it will. You know, at least most of it, if not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because you know, they gonna feel bad about not releasing it. Either that, or they gonna squash the shit between them and say, hey, all right, we can release it now that we done squashed it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just interesting, man. I'm not really a big fan of either one of theirs musically. Bootsy especially. You know, T.I., there's certain things he does I can tolerate some of his music, but I'm still not even a big fan. You know, it's out of every 10 songs that T.I. does, it might be one or two that I'm like, all right, that's not too bad. I can roll with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, but so if it comes out, you know, I will check it out just to see how it is. But it's interesting. I'm interested to see where this goes from here, you know. So yeah, we'll go from there. But before we wrap up the show, we definitely got to talk about the Wu-Tang American Saga.
Oh, before that, let's talk about this damn Fashion Week shit.
Okay. Press pause on that. Hold on, y'all. Push the pause button.
So
yeah, tell me about my man.
The man Pusha T, you know, he trying to, you know, he stepped down from Good Music. He was the vice president.
Right. He left. What was that? About a year ago.
I think he left a little before that. Like, what happened was because he gave him a little crazy.
Yeah.
So now,
little.
Yeah, and so now my man got the little suit on, the little short joint.
Yeah.
With the little carry-on joint. With the socks.
You know, I mean, with the socks.
And then Lil Nas X was matching the other sock on the other foot. I don't got the picture of him, but
yeah. So Pusha T and Lil Nas X was sitting together at Fashion Week, and they were rocking the same pair of socks. They were sharing them. Pusha T had on one, and Lil Nas X had on the other. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sharing.
To make a fashion statement, you know. And, you know, I mean, that's a culture I can't really rock with, man, because, I mean.
Look, man, we homies.
I don't give a damn.
But you'll be out your motherfucking mind if you think like, yo, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my sock,
right?
And you take the other sock, pull this shit up, nigga,
right?
Share this shit, nigga.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? We saying the camaraderie, nigga.
Right? Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Nigga got the camaraderie, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got my sock on,
right.
And my man got his sock on. We socking and rocking and socking out here.
Not socking and rocking.
Rocking and socking out here, nigga.
Oh, shit. But I can't do it, man. I don't care who it is. It don't have to be Nas X. It could be fucking Hulk Hogan. I don't give a fuck. I'm not rocking the same sock.
Let me tell you, brother. I got a sock. You're going to get a sock and we're going to get together. And you're gonna be rocking and socking, brother. I got the red sock, you got another red sock on yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's a
what
horrible,
you gonna do?
What you gonna do, brother?
When the ankle socks run wild on you.
Yeah, it's a horrible whole impression.
Horrible on both parts. But yeah, man, that's funny, man. Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. That's
and then hold on, we gotta talk about my man's
Who?
What's my man's name? Hold on, let me see if Jonathan Majors, who plays
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, we gotta look at the
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, we gotta look at the Ebony joint.
Yeah, man. So he did the cover of Ebony magazine, you know, and you know, he's looking a little zesty.
Man, my man's
zesty.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there. Little spread joint.
I was showing it the house. I showed it the house.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I'm not. My man this dude kept on. He was like, man, so he got one like this. And he kept showing him like, my man is like this. And my man got the spread like butter right here, like butter and mayonnaise and shit. It's just spread. I'm like, man, if you don't put that shit up.
It was funny to me, man. You know.
Yeah, my man's got the spread.
I was like, look.
He was like, yeah, man, look right there. With the rock'em sock'ems. Like,
rock'em sock'ems.
Rock'em sock'ems, man.
But yeah, man. I mean, you know, and I don't have any issues with, you know, anyone in the LGBT community. So don't take that as a jab. My whole thing is, you know, if you're a typical straight man, you know, heterosexual man, why do they have to still try to make you effeminate in some kind of way? You know, he got his legs all crossed and, you know, and it's just like, I don't think he does that on a regular basis. So it's like, why? You know what I mean? Why? I don't get it.
That's a dude right here from New Zealand. Let's clap it up.
Oh, what up, man? Thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you.
Yeah, so tell your friends that we doing what we're doing is we're doing our show on Wednesdays now. So we used to do stuff on the weekends, but we're doing our shows on Wednesday. We won't have a show next Wednesday because he has some personal things going on. I won't get into that, but yeah, just to let you know that we're here around on Wednesdays, and we usually start about 12 or 1, and then we'll have like the actual like recordings up around Fridays or whatnot. So,
So after I kind of doctor this one up, this will be up on YouTube. You know. On Friday.
Could you review? We actually, you check us out on the lyrical. We got a lyrical breakdown, and we got a Lost in Thought. The lyrical breakdown, we kind of do breakdowns of lyrics and stuff. So just check us.
Review what?
The review a song.
Oh,
and I both actually, you know, I could press this button here, and then bam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so they can go across, but.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll try to look into that for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, so you know, that was kind of funny, you know, just seeing Jonathan Majors doing that. You know, I don't know, you know, what the intention behind it was. You know, I mean, hating on him was just, you know, weird. You know what I mean? Now that he's trying to play the big bad Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Universe.
Man, they trying to do a little spread.
Right.
Man. I wasn't feeling the spread.
Right.
Spread like butter.
Spread your balls like this.
Yeah, spread them. You know, like, nah, man, we ain't spreading like butter.
But yeah, you know, I mean, speaking of Marvel and the whole Kang thing, you know, I did go see Quantumania, the new joint. And, you know, it's getting mixed reviews, you know what I mean? I think it just depends on the perspective you're looking at it from, is whether you're going to like it or dislike it. I don't think there's really much in between. It's just whether you like it or dislike it. You know what I mean? If you're just like a fan of, let's say, Jonathan Majors, and you just want to see him playing a bad guy, you're going to love it. If you're a fan of the Ant-Man movies and how they typically go and their
It's
humor
Rudd,
and stuff.
right? And Jude Rudd or something. What's his name? Or
Paul
something.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Yeah.
If you're a fan of those types of movies that he normally does, this one is actually a little bit different. You know, you don't really get to see the other people who normally help make the humor in the movie, like the little friends, the T.I. friend, and the dude that always tells the stories in the front.
Yeah. My man, that dude tripped me out.
Right.
Like the way he be breaking it down.
Right. I was kind of hoping he would be in there, but none of those three are in there. So it's more so all about them being in the quantum realm, and that they kind of keep the focus there. So that's why I'm saying it just depends on how you're looking at it. If you were going to see stuff like that with the friends and all that humor from the law enforcement guy Wu, Wu does make a quick appearance.
Now he was also he teamed up with in the Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, he was in WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah.
Yep. So that's where you more know him from. WandaVision or either Ant-Man. But he made a quick appearance in the beginning, but that was about it. But so most of the movie has a very serious tone to it. Just to tell you that, and it's one of those things where I don't think Marvel is going to be able to get 100% satisfaction on something like this, because a lot of people who watched the Ant-Man movies felt like there was too much humor. We want more serious. And so I think Marvel was like, okay, we're going to give you serious. And now some people are like, no, we wanted the humor. So it's like one of those things where you can't really win for losing. So, but I overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, if I had to rate it, I would give it somewhere between a 7 or an 8. So, it was good, but yeah, it was stuff that they could have done a little bit better. So I'll leave it at that. And maybe once Howie has a chance to check it out, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about it. So, all the spoilers are out there. You can go online and people are telling you exactly what happens in the movie and all that. But I'm not doing all that. This is more of a hip-hop show. Just wanted to bring it up in conversation.
The movie I want to see, though, is that Creed.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit. Yeah, I want to see that shit. That shit look good,
yeah,
boy.
Man.
Which I need to see the first 2 movies, but still.
Oh, yeah. Go back and see those, man, because it's coming out in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
The new Creed. So it's like March 3rd, so it ain't that far away.
Yeah. What can I see that on?
The original ones, I'm not sure.
Probably have to go.
I have to look it up, yeah.
I hope ain't no damn stars. I'm get tired of this damn, packaging shit. Like, yeah, right. Buy this. Off. I'm like, man, y'all don't split this shit up and let people watch this shit.
Right, exactly. I know sometimes I see them on regular TV, but they're gonna cut out a lot.
On
regular TV, so
especially on BET, like, I'm gonna whoop your butt.
Right.
Butt.
Right. Yeah, so if I find out where it's at, where it's unedited or uncut, I'll let you know. But yeah, we just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, before we go, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the Wu-Tang American Saga, which is out now. You know what I mean? So, I'm sorry, doing the wrong one. I'm doing the Rockefeller.
Yeah.
I was like,
another Woo.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, the Woo. So anyway, but yeah, so they've released the first 3 or 4 episodes. I've watched up to the 3rd one. I think the 4th one is there, but I didn't watch it. Did you watch past the 3rd one?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go back and watch it, but the man, I ain't gonna lie, that 3rd episode, man, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. It was basically the 3rd episode was kind of a tribute to Old Dirty because they kept it all about him. But the first, like I said last week, the first episode kind of goes into the Old Dirty story about how Old Dirty wanted to be on Def Jam, but RZA got him a deal that was actually more profitable and more, a little better for him through Elektra, because Elektra was like, yo, we believe in his vision and how he wants to do the album. And people like other companies like Def Jam would have been looking at it like, this shit sounds crazy. We're not supporting this. So Elektra was just like, nah, we like how crazy his style is and all over the place. So we want that. and we want to pay him a lot of money for it. But Old Dirty was just kind of mad that RZA signed him up without letting him know, so that kind of kicked off the season, and
which, I mean, to be fair, I think he should have let him know.
yeah, he definitely should have. You know what I mean? He should have let him know.
But looking at it in the site, like, if you look at Def Jam, they don't really have a lot of outlandish, like
Right.
I mean, yeah, you got the Beastie Boys and
I think
Run
that was the craziest they
DMC.
ever got.
Yeah, but
Even Run DMC
every
was a little safe, but the
yeah,
Beastie
but
Boys,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. But it's kind of the polished branding.
Right.
It's very polished. If he went to Def Jam, he wouldn't have been happy anyway.
Right.
Because they would have told him like, oh nah, you can't come in, like you can't be wild like that.
Right.
This, that, and the third. Like
Exactly. They would have tried to get him so polished it wouldn't have came out right.
Yeah, and
So.
certain people can do it, but you know what I'm saying, with him, like, nah, you couldn't do that with him.
Right.
Because that's Elektra, a label like Elektra, where you got people like Jizza, you know what I'm saying? Jizza ain't like if you look at him, he's not really a Def Jam artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got like the subject matter and what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So we would have been able to, yeah.
And I think that, with Old Dirty, I think, a lot of us who grew up on hip hop, Def Jam was like that beacon of light for hip hop. It was just like, if you can get on Def Jam, you at the top. That was like the biggest and best label for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just felt like if I can get there, I can get anywhere.
I can make it.
Right. Kind of like the New York, slogan, if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. And so I think that's why Dirty was so hung up on it. But like RZA said, this is a better deal, even though it's not what you perceive it to be. Trust me, this is the better deal. So I think, RZA was definitely wrong for just signing him up. I would have told him, look, I would have gave him my best pitch. Look, Elektra got a better deal for you. Maybe you can switch to Def Jam later on, but this is a chance for Def Jam to see how good you are. Let Elektra expose you, and then let Def Jam look at you later and say, hey, we want you. We like what you're doing.
Yep.
And that would have probably been better. But ultimately, if Dirty would have in real life just said, no, I don't want to do it, I'd have been like, all right, well, keep trying with Def Jam and come back to me whenever they finally, do what you want them to do. Because, I mean, sometimes you got to let people learn on their own. You know what I mean? You can't just force them like, yeah, I gave you the better deal. If he don't want it, you don't want it. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm glad he did do the album because, I mean, that was a classic album.
Yep. I think that's the thing. I think it's RZA's character.
Yeah.
It's the cancer in him.
Right.
That's really what that is, because it's like, man, he's thinking about, man, this is family.
Right.
I got to take care of these people. That's the whole thing of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I kind of see him like trying to be, being stressed out and trying to work and doing all this stuff to make these deadlines. And it's like, look, man, I gotta, I gotta make sure this falls through, because I told them that, hey, I need 5 years of your life, so we can make it out on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's got this, like, I'm responsible.
Right.
I gotta take care of these people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean that's.
And I like how they, how they went into them living in the mansion in Jersey and all of that, and how that was, showing them that, able to, start a better life. You saw RZA had the rings on, you know what I mean, the little pyramid-looking earrings, which he was famous for back in the late '90s. So yeah, that was dope to me. And I do think that the dude who plays Old Dirty, I think he does a great job.
Oh yeah.
Of doing it, man. And so, the third episode, gets into this backstory of ODB. Because ODB was kind of a child of the '70s, and he always loved that old '60s and '70s soul R&B type music. So, you hear a lot of that in his album. He does a lot of singing and reminiscing about those old days and stuff like that. So they did a great job of kind of, capturing that on the episode. And, they had people playing different roles. You know, RZA played the one that played RZA played
The
club owner.
The club owner.
Yeah.
Now what tripped me out was they had Ghost and Ray singing it.
Yeah.
They was singing like the damn like Johnson Brothers shit.
Yeah, that
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny as hell, man. So yeah, y'all gotta check it out, man. They doing a great job. I hate that this has to be the last season, but I understand. You know, I understand where they're going. But yeah, it's really good, man, and you know, I'm not disappointed in it at all.
Nah,
I'm definitely gonna keep supporting the show, and you know, if it ever gets to the point where we can share it on our social media, I'll do that. But yeah, what else did you think about the show?
Yeah, like I said, man. Nah,
much.
you good. Nah, like I said, I like the whole damn thing with the Don Cornelius. With the Don Cornelius butt.
The Don Cornelius robot. I forgot about that. He pulled the hat back with like all this computerized shit in his head. And he was like, ting, with the little joint in his mouth. And then he stabbed him in the head.
But yeah, that was hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just but yeah, it was crazy, man. That dude wild, man.
Yeah.
But
and it seemed like it came straight out of ODB's imagination, man. Like, you could just tell that's some shit that he could have thought of. You know what I mean? That he could have seen playing out like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah, please go check it out. It's on Hulu. It's called Wu-Tang, An American Saga. Yeah, man. And you're going to love it. If you love Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? You're going to love it. So, you know, and I wish we could have still been able to see him. If Old Dirty Bastard was still here, we would have seen him at that concert we went to last year, man, because they put on a good show, man. And even his son did a good job representing him. But, and, you know, the son was trying to be in the show. You know, he wanted to play his father, but RZA told him, you know, you good, but this dude, trust me, he's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hard decision, you know what I mean? Somebody who's family, and you still got to tell him, I still got to go with this guy over here. And I think it was a wise choice, you know what I mean? This dude, he playing the hell out of his role.
Oh, yeah. He
playing the hell out of his role.
Yeah.
I'm glad, you know, that it worked out the way it worked out, so. But yeah, everybody's represented in the show, you know what I mean? U-God is represented. RZA, he does a good job with doing RZA. Raekwon and Ghost, I mean, man, they capture them. They capture them like crazy.
Man.
Oh,
yeah, man, we can do the album, you know, we ain't got to be over here, man. Every time waking up, the man fucking over here and shit.
Yep, so Ghost and Ray said that they were going to, in the second episode, they said they were going to leave and go to, what country was it? Belize to do the album for the Only Built for Cuban Links album.
Mafioso, you know what I'm saying?
So, which is kind of dope. I can't wait to see more about that. I'm sure they're going to go back to that too. So, yeah, but this, so far, man, it's so dope, man. I love it. But yeah, man, I think that's all I had to say, man. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, you know what I mean? It's a great show, and I implore everybody to go check it out. But yeah, thank y'all for the comments. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Right. We'll definitely go back and check them out.
Appreciate the views.
Yeah. And, you know, please don't forget, tell your friends, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
We need funds.
Allocated.
For better cell phones.
Yep.
Look at this old phone I got,
man. That's a throwback.
It's got polka dots.
Hold on, polka. Why you got polka dots? Yo, my man's with the spreads.
It's a hand-me-down. This shit was given to me.
Oh, damn, my man handed down the spread.
Right.
Just ran down the blood.
We're gonna have to get a Cash App going so we can get some donations, man.
Oh yeah, fact.
But anyway, man, that is it for episode 233.
233.
We appreciate y'all, you know, following and checking us out week after week. I just did a lyrical breakdown on True Boy the Dove, a.k.a. Plug 2. Dave Jolicoeur from De La Soul did that yesterday, so go back and check that out. Wanted to kind of pay homage to him. And, you know, we try to do a lot of that where we just pay homage to those who are really dope with the lyrics, you know what I mean? Except your man's not hot.
Hold on, man. Nah, my man, the thing go.
I was laughing, bro. When you did that shit, I was like, what the fuck is Howie doing? I was like, what?
No, the lyrics went hard, yeah.
I told him that's not hot. I told him that's not hot.
Never hot.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
the whole shit was onomatopoeias.
Right. Right, exactly.
Goodness.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, see, the man's not hot got him choked up, man.
Good, man. Cheers.
But anyway, man, for episode 233, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next one, all right?
Peace.